Well, hello, what's up? How's everybody doing? Hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. It's a beautiful day, shiny day. It's getting pretty hot, feeling pretty good. Hope you're all doing great, having a wonderful Friday. Today, we're gonna take a look at the new Tier 5 unit, Hwarang, Relentless Advancing. I don't know, that's their name. Don't judge. It's a Korean unit, range, Tier 5 unit. We're gonna look at it. We got here 5 skills. So practically, this skill right here, it's a doctrine, which I'm gonna show it to you really quick. The first skill gives restore health based on damage. The second skill is a dash. Now, they have only 2 skills, but these skills right here are enchanted. We're gonna talk about it in the gameplay. Once the unit, the skill is enchanted, this right here accesses healing, gives some shield, and this right here is gonna dash you 4 times. I'm saying it right now. The skills are very trashy, and I think they should be changed or anything. I don't know. They just meh, but whatever. Veterancy, top. I think top is mostly damage, so I just decided to go damage. I'm not sure if it's the best idea or not. You can go bottom, test it yourself. I just went top. I don't know. Feels pretty okay to me. Doctrines, we got actually pretty good doctrines. Range, rate of fire. We got Artemis doctrine. This is the third skill. This is the doctrine right here named Artemis. It's very good on them, definitely recommend it. Damage deal to units, all type of damage. We got this, ammo, 60% piercing armor penetration, really good. And this one, which is very, very good for range units. Increase piercing damage, piercing armor penetration, and rate of fire. So, I do have good doctrines on them. I actually have really, really good doctrines on them. And I'm trying to give them as much more power as I can. Now, let's check the gameplay. Now here is the first gameplay. I did try to play them as good as possible. It's a range unit, so don't expect amazing gameplay, because range units you just put them behind and shoot. So I'm putting them here, nice, far away, and I'm letting them shoot. Now, they shoot very fast. They shoot those arrows like Imperial Archers when you press second skill, which is very lovely, and I like that. I press the third skill, which is the Artemis skill, and I let them get as much value as you can get. The damage is not really the most impressive, but they do compensate for that with their attack speed. Their attack speed, their shooting rate, their rate of fire, whatever you want to call it, it's pretty high. So I'm always trying to put them a bit aggressive, shoot here and there, putting them closer. I'm not really using the first skill and the second skill. I'm pressing here the first skill, I get the hero kill, which is pretty nice. The first skill gives you health. If it's enchanted, it's gonna give you a shield, as I said. I'm getting a little bit of kills, but look at the sword. There is a sword there at the bottom corner near my unit. If that sword is full, your abilities are enchanted. The big issue is you have to get a decent amount of kills. I have more than 15 kills. Did a good amount of damage. I got some hero kill, but unfortunately, it takes a good amount of time before you enchant those. And even if you enchant those, it's a bit late. So I don't know. I'm putting them here. I'm trying to make some play. They run pretty fast, and I love that. They shoot very fast. They pretty quickly to run on the map, which I like that. They do die quickly. It's a range unit in the end. And, you know, I'm just trying to get as much value as possible. I'm just trying to make them play, to make them work. So I'm just spinning around. Now, normally, you wouldn't want to play so aggressive most games, but in this case, why not? I'm putting them here. Against heroes, they do pretty well, because their accuracy is not so bad. Look at this. They shoot very fast, so they don't really miss the shots because they shoot very, very quickly and the arrows are very fast. And that's the beautiful part. You can probably snipe heroes like this pretty easily. I did snipe like 3 or 4 in all my games, and that's awesome. That's really awesome. Sometimes I get more hero kills than I get unit kills, which is great, which is really great. I'm putting them, I'm trying to make some play. I don't really love to be AFK with a unit like longbows. You put them on the back and shoot. I don't really like that. I'm putting them here. Their range is not that high. Remember that. They have quite of a lower range than a lot of other ranged units, unfortunately. Here comes some Cav. I believe it's Cav tool or something. I do lose a good amount of units, and I just barely got my sword. The enchanted sword. So here, I'm trying to spin around, press 1, get a little bit of health, get myself a kill with this musket player, because he's very annoying. And yes, I did get my sword, but it's too late. So you have to get like 30 plus kills before you get your enchanted abilities, and that kind of sucks. because it's already too late. And I'm not going to be able to use them either. So nothing else to do here. I'm just trying to do some dashes, whatever. It's just over. It takes too long for the passive. It literally takes too long for the passive. Second game, the same. I think this game went a little bit better. I always try to play very aggressive with them. I always try to use range units. If you already saw my videos, I always try to make a play to be active instead of just being AFK into the back. And I'm trying to put them around here, waiting for the enemy. Maybe they're just gonna, you know, show up or anything. So I'm risking it a little bit. I'm pressing the third skill, which is the Artemis doctrine one. It's not their skill. It's the doctrine itself. And it looks very good on them. I'm getting here a hero kill. You can snipe heroes pretty easily. You actually snipe them pretty easily. And I really love their fire rate. Like, this is so beautiful the way they're shooting. Blue arrows, pretty fast. But I must definitely say the damage is not really that impressive. The damage is not really that impressive. So you gotta be careful with that. I'm putting them on the side, trying to get any value anywhere, trying to snipe the enemy units. You see, I'm getting some damage done. Not many kills, because my damage is not really that impressive. But they shoot very fast. So I guess they do lack damage, but their attack rate is really cool. It's really cool. So I guess it's normal. The big problem is, you see the sword in the left corner near my unit. It still has to be full, so my abilities are enchanted. And I don't really like the abilities. I think that the dash is pretty cool. The first skill is okay, but I just don't like them. I really don't like them. I just prefer to just spin around with them, get as much value as I can, putting them on the walls, helping my teammates, do damage, annoy the enemy team. The abilities are very average. I don't know. I have no clue what the hell are these abilities for, because the health is not gonna help you much, because you die quickly. And maybe the shield is a little bit better, but the problem is you have to get like 30 plus kills before the sword on the left gets fulled up. And once it gets fulled, your abilities are enchanted. So I'm dashing here a little bit because I see the Cav coming. He kinda misses his charge, which is cool. I'm letting them shoot. The dash is a bit questionable too. It's pretty slow and doesn't do much damage. I have no clue. I'm trying to use it. But I just love the rate of fire. See here, I'm getting a little bit more value. I'm trying to spin around. I do love their speed. If you press double C, they run pretty quickly. So that's cool. That is actually very cool, and I kinda love it. And as I said, the rate of fire, it's really awesome. Really awesome. I'm putting them here, getting a little bit more value, getting the unit kills on this. These are mostly blue units, and even then, the damage is not so great, I'd say, but they shoot fast. That's it. They just simply shoot fast. I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive, putting them closer. Here are the Palangs. Palangs are pretty weak at the moment. They got nerfed pretty nicely, so I succeed to snipe them pretty easily. See? I'm doing actually good amount of damage on them, and I'm shooting very fast, so the enemy can't do nothing with the Palangs here. So I'm just spinning around. Here comes the Cav. Unfortunately, I do get my sword now, practically when I just died. So this is the problem. It takes too long to upgrade your passive. And even when you have your passive up, the skills are still not that impressive. You don't really succeed to make much play. I don't succeed to get many kills with them neither, like maybe 20, 30 kills. And at 30 plus kills, it's barely when you get the passive. So, I don't know. I love the unit, but it seems a bit tough to use. Hard, I guess. That's it. Now, what do I think about the unit? It has a very nice rate of fire. It shoots very fast. Accuracy is pretty nice. I guess they got a dash which you can make a play. The damage is not really impressive, but the accuracy is great. They cost very low leadership. They cost like 270 leadership. I think that's pretty low for a tier 5 unit. So maybe it compensates for it, for having low damage and stuff. To me, it's a balanced unit. I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's strong. I think it's more average. But I love the playstyle. I think you just spin around, let them shoot. In like 5 seconds, they shoot more than 50 arrows per second, which is kind of crazy. And I like that. And the accuracy is good. The accuracy is really good. It's a very difficult unit though. So be very aware, especially if you're a new player. It's a very difficult unit. I think Because you gotta kind of be crazy spinning around, be careful about cav, how to use the dash. And the first skill, the biggest issue I have is that the passive skill, the sword one, you need 30 plus skills to have it. And a lot of games, you're not gonna get 30 plus skills and still gonna be alive with an archer unit, especially that there is too much cav around, so that is a problem. That is definitely a problem. But nonetheless, I enjoy the unit. It's not that strong, to be honest, but I do enjoy the unit to play. I think it's fun. So that being said, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you're having a wonderful day, wish you a good weekend, and I see you in the next one. Take care.